Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Gors Month of Horror number 5. This time I am here to review a older movie that came out about 20 years ago, directed by Guillermo Del Toro, who everybody should know. He's the one that directed Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy 1, Hellboy 2, The Devil's Backbone. He's made so many great movies. This is his first one. This is Cronos. Let's talk about Cronos, because I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while, even before I started doing Gors Month of Horror, because I saw it recently, but I really wanted to watch it and review it myself, because I love Guillermo Del Toro. I think he's a great director. He's made some of my favorite movies. I love Hellboy 1 and 2. Great movies. And Pan's Labyrinth is probably in my top 10 of favorite films of all time. So, this movie, I really wanted to see. I really wanted to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Cronos. The movie starts off with a character, I can't remember his name, but he's played by Federico Lupe, who I never saw in movies before. He's a Spanish actor. He's great in the film. He really is. He's a great actor. I really want to see more of him before he passes away, sadly, because he's pretty old. By now he's about 70-something, so hopefully we'll see him in more American-made movies. But he's great in this film. He plays an antiques dealer who finds a little device in one of his statues that actually... these claws come out of it. It's like a little oval thing. Claws come out of it and go around whatever it's around. Like if you're holding it with your hand, it's going to go around your hand, and it takes blood from you, and it actually makes you feel more younger and more a little less brittle if you're older. It makes you feel badass, pretty much. And he doesn't know what the hell this thing is. Some guy comes in, played by Ron Perlman. This was actually one of his first movies he's ever been in. Of course, Guillermo Del Toro used him plenty more times with Hellboy 1 and 2, playing Hellboy. And in this film, he plays he plays the cousin of some big douchebag guy that really wants this device, and he keeps trying to find these statues that might have this thing in it, because it's always this specific statue, but there's so many different, there's so many of the same statue that might have this thing in it. So he goes in, buys the statue, finds out it's not in there, but he finds out it is the statue. So he comes in, destroys this antique store, Ron Perlman of course, and pretty much threatens Federico Lupe's character and says, "I'm going to kill your family if you don't give me that thing." And of course Federico Lupe was like, "Oh, I don't want to give you that thing." He finds out this thing doesn't just freaking make you like feel young and stuff. It actually does much more than that. And I'm just going to leave it off there. The movie, I had a hard time explaining it because it's kind of a weird supernatural kind of story. It's weird. It really is. It's a weird movie. I gotta say, it's not a horror movie in the sense that freaking he's gonna turn into a freaking monster and rip people in half or something. It's more of a character-driven thriller with some supernatural horror elements inside it. It's a great film. I gotta admit, it's a great film. The main character is so likable, and you really care about him because he, of course, has a wife in the film, and he also has a granddaughter, and you really care for him. You definitely tell he really loves these two. And he's just a great character. He really is. Ron Perlman is awesome in this movie. I really like him in the film. He's very likable. Later on he becomes more of a douchebag, but for some reason I like him like that too. So he's great in the film. Just the movie itself is just well directed, well made, well written. Some great lines in the film. I do have to warn you, if you do not like subtitles, there's a lot of subtitles in this movie because it is Spanish made. So the only person that really isn't speaking Spanish is Ron Perlman. Every other character is speaking Spanish throughout this whole film. So if you hate subtitles, you're not gonna like this film. But if you're not stupid and lazy and can read, then you'll like this film. You really will, because it's a weird little film, very creepy, has some really creepy scenes, and has a twist at the end that's like, wow, you won't even expect this twist, because you'll be like, well, what twist? You'll see this and it'll just end, and you're like, what twist? You have to think about it. You have to think about what really happened to this guy. And it's like, whoa, I thought I was just watching a movie about this little device, but then you find out you're watching a movie that is completely different. I'm going all over with this review. I'm just going to say this movie is great. It has a great story, great characters, very creepy scenes too, even when it's not supposed to be a horror film. It has some really disturbing scenes. I love the film. I really do. It's a great film. Cronos, great film. Definitely check it out. It's on Netflix right now. Go instant stream it because it's good as hell. It really is. I'm going to give it a 36 out of a 40. It's a great film. Definitely go check it out. Guillermo Del Toro, you have another one that I love, so good job. Anyway, thank you. There's my review. Look forward to another horror movie review in the coming days. So anyway, thank you and goodbye.